Chat. It's my first day of Ramadan. It's my first day of Ramadan and I'm breaking my fast. I don't know. Chat. Yeah. Let's see if it's picking it up. If I go live, we getting the audio in. Are we getting that audio in? Let's check. Watch. Chat. Are we getting the audio in? Are we getting that audio in? Let's check. Watch. Yeah, perfect. Chat. Oh man. So it's my first day of Ramadan. I haven't done Ramadan before, and I figured this year it'll be important to try to do something like Ramadan just so that I can get my mind right, you know, because often when you start something new, when you're starting to try and achieve something, you know, man's just trying to get my mind correct for it. So I figured that by doing Ramadan this year, it will get me in the right state for this kind of change that I'm going through in my life. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of things that we're doing. There's a lot of things that it's kind of going through my head. So I thought we might as well cook together, make some dinner, and break some fast together. Because I got a lot to debrief about. Obviously tomorrow, obviously yesterday, I was with Ishan, telling me about her dad, Idris Alba's daughter. Can't lie, she won at the axe throwing. So obviously we got to chat about that. We went to eat afterwards, which we couldn't record because of the location. Then we have a few other bits, like Arsenal, bro. Arsenal, fam. Arsenal. These man, yesterday, like, there's messing about, bro. It's taking a piss, man. It's taking a piss. So we need to do a deep dive on whether they're going to win the league. Because whether we're going to win the league, I mean, like, shit. I'll be praying that we do. And then, on top of that, we've got a few bits and bobs. Because this weekend, or next week, we've got the European tour that's starting. So I'm going to be driving from London, Paris, Brussels, Amsterdam, ending in Germany, heading out over to Dortmund, coming back. It's going to be a tour. It's going to be the start of the world tour as we're hitting every single country that has qualified for the World Cup. So there's a lot to discuss, but let's do that over some food. But warm it up, chat. Warm it up, chat. So there's a lot to discuss, but let's do that over some. Hey, you lot can't hide the music. Yes, chat. So today I think like it's getting a bit late. So fast, I was meant to break my fast at, I think it's 6:15. 6:15 was about the time that I was meant to break my fast. And with that in mind, it would have allowed me to like eat the food. And I don't really know what to do in terms of just Ramadan, because obviously I'm a Christian, so it's my first Ramadan. I'm a Catholic even, so with this, it's like I'm trying something that's completely new to me. But today's been so far it's been easy. I think we're fasting from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it's actually not that bad at all. In terms of like what motivated me, I really felt that it was important to kind of get my mind right this year and focus on what's good, because it's a year of change, especially I think it's a year of the snake, which is what they call it in China. And for me, it's like in a time like this, a time where I'm going through stuff, a time where I've moved into a new gaff, where you're making big changes in your life and everything. Like it's an important time, I think, to really settle in and lock in. Yeah, as you can see, I look mashed up. Look, camera's not even focusing. Why ain't it autofocus? Oh, yeah, finally. Yeah. So yeah, I think especially because it's a time where I'm going through a lot of change in my life and kind of making big changes for myself, I thought it would be important to be able to sit down, actually like do Ramadan and stuff. Yo, big man, what's up? Property Prince, my G. Man like Property Prince. What are you telling me? Property Prince, you know? Yeah. Wagwan gang. Yeah, so obviously we're gonna get some stuff out today. I think I'm thinking of more of a shrimp dish. So yeah, probably a shrimp dish that we'll be getting out. Might have it with some pasta. So that's a quick one that we're gonna be making while we're eating as well. Bro will be having some. While I'm eating, I'm feeling for something that's like quick to make, quick to so I can continue my day with, really. Man like Property Prince. What are you telling me? But yeah, man. So yeah, we got a full docket. Let me get some food out. So these are the prawns that we're starting with. These are the king prawns, which I much prefer like having king prawns as well. These are cooked, so they're not actually too bad when you're working with them because it allows you to like properly lock in the flavors, and because they're frozen, I'm able to like actually work with some like frozen food, so it doesn't go off too quickly, you know. So that's just the reason why I have that one. Yeah, perfect. This should be better lighting just in general. But chat, what's everybody saying? Where are you all from today as well? Because yeah, we've had quite a few moments but over the past few days. So I'm gonna turn on the oven here and get things set up. But yeah, man, it's Sean. It was funny. It was so random how we kind of ended up connecting. So random. I know she tried to explain on live yesterday, but obviously she was on live the other day, and I think a bunch of people kept on commenting under, yo, that you need to, that she's going to be in London, that she should link up with me. So I was thinking that after I got the bird drop, I then reached out to her, and before you know it, we're throwing axes in London, which is pretty cool. But I can't lie, I wasn't expecting her to be good, but her rate of improvement was actually kind of phenomenal. Like, she didn't, when she first started, I wasn't expecting her to be good, but her rate of improvement, let's see, was actually kind of phenomenal. Like, yeah, so like when she first started, I wasn't expecting her to be able to like she was missing the target, nothing was sticking and stuff, and I'm thinking, how have you managed to, like, you know, again, I don't want to be like, but as a guy, I was like, yeah, cool, I'm gonna easily win this. Fast forward within round 1, 2, 3, when we start getting competitive, the girl is literally catching everything. And the thing is, with the game, I think when you actually go axe throwing, it's actually more about the accuracy than the power, which is what a lot of things are. But axe throwing specifically, you need to make sure that you get the timer right of the throw. And I just wasn't connecting, it wasn't clicking for me. So I think she ended up doing her thing, whooping my ass, which I wasn't proud of. But I think as well, sometimes when I'm trying to multitask with all of this, like stream, manage I'm trying to stream, I'm trying to manage the the audio, because the signal yesterday was bugging out. The signal was bugging out. And chat, by the way, it's the signal right here. Let me know if the signal is okay. Let me know if the signal is fine. Let me see. Can't even. Just checking right now. Stream. Yeah, checking. Calm Property Prince is in. So yeah, chat. We have some. So today I'm gonna make a couple onions and pasta, I think. So I'm gonna be breaking my fast for the first time. And with the pasta, to be honest, it's more about something that's easy, something that's quick to make, and it's probably like my go-to thing to actually make as well. So let me get started on this. I swear, because I bite my nails, like, high key, I'm not good at peeling onions, as you can see. The camera quality is insane. That's the thing. So yeah, we got this onion peeled, which is calm. Next up, I chop up the onions. That's what I mainly do. And yeah, so the idea is that I want to chop the onions, I want to chop all of the vegetables, get that set up first. Once I get all of them set up, then it allows me to just smoothly, like turn on the oven and just get everything frying. So I'm gonna chop up these vegetables and yap. But yeah, the life of a Nepo baby is crazy. Sometimes some of the questions I was asking yesterday, like when you're listening back to the responses when I was watching the stream, you're just thinking, bruh, like the life of a Nepo baby is cushy. But the thing about Sean is that she's actually blessed. Like you wouldn't even imagine that she's got like a world famous father. Because like even if you're looking at her dad, like he's high key, bro's a knight. You know what I mean? Like bro's a knight. He's been knighted by the Queen but he's been knighted by the King of England. Like and man's there just on a calm thing, like chilling with us. But it's funny because she didn't even know who Thierry Henry was. I ain't not gonna know who Thierry Henry is, you know. It's crazy. But yeah, she was a blessed person, blessed person. And she got this non-profit as well. So I think the real difference is that I think no one's ever gonna really like when you're coming from a privileged background, like people are never gonna give you grace. So I kind of felt in a way that as talented as she could be, she's gonna almost have to work harder than most of us to be able to fulfill her potential or to be able to be appreciated, if that makes sense. It's almost like she's got this ceiling that is way higher because of who her dad is. So I think that's one of the pros. No, that's one of the cons of like having a famous parent, that they're your standard, even though they're like part of the 0.0000001% of like people who've achieved amazing things. Let's see. They're like part of the 0.00001% of like people who've achieved amazing things. Let's see. What I'm trying to figure out is like, how do you multitask? Like, what's important for their life? Like, being here, chatting to you, and then going and doing something, or while I'm doing it, and talking. You get what I mean? So it's more about finding your flow, or even what you're doing specifically, because I've been spending so much time just trying to actually figure out this content stuff, and now that I finally got the setup correct, it's real good. It's a nice feeling to have. You know what I mean? It's a very nice feeling to have, to be working towards something over time and then see it start to realize. But the hard work's just beginning because bro's gonna be, because I'm driving over Europe, across Europe next week. And the preparation for the tour has been pretty long because you have to consider so many things. You have to consider, like, who's gonna come with you, the logistics, the most safest route to drive, because you don't want to spend time, you want to spend as little time traveling and as much time filming. So these are little things that you have to consider, like when you're kind of setting up for the route. And for me, I'm excited. I think the country that I'm looking forward to hitting most, is making it back to Amsterdam, baby, or Brussels, to be fair. Brussels. I'm looking forward to getting back to Brussels. I went there a few years ago, but it's a beautiful city. It's like got a very unique style, unique people. So I'm looking forward to going to Brussels. And anyone has any recommendations for Brussels, just let me know, chat. Let me know. Let me see. Jeez. Live, yeah, so we live right now. Yeah, so next up, we then, obviously, as you can see, I've finished cutting some of the spring onions. Once I cut the spring onions, I'm gonna put these in, I got some Tupperware that I'm just gonna keep out here. And yeah, I'll keep on topping up. Once I'm finished these spring onions, I think I'm gonna top up. I'm gonna do another pepper. These peppers, to be fair, it doesn't really matter the color, but it's more about just making sure that you're prepared before you eat. Bro, respectfully, I haven't eaten all day, haven't even drank. So, wait, hold on. What are you actually meant to do when you break fast? Like, are you meant to pray first? Are you meant to, like, because I'm just not eating and then at a set time I'm going to eat. Because I know with Ramadan, there's actually way more to it in terms of there's a religious side of it. There's the side of it where the prayer, you know. I'm doing it mainly for, obviously, the prayer and the discipline side of things. But the idea behind it is that I still want to get a good like outcome, you know, get a good discipline from it. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, we'll get some of these cut. Cheese. So as you can see, I'm chopping up some of these peppers to basically be a base layer for my pasta once I garnish my pasta. These are mainly more for garnishing my pasta than like actually eating it. The pasta is pretty easy to make, and that comes with like the onions that I've cut up, and it also comes with the, where's it gone? Where's it gone? I think, hold on. Yeah, the tomatoes as well. So these are the tomatoes that man's gonna be using. And once I'm done with that, chat, make sure you're liking and following as well. Make sure you're following on. Then I think I might top it up with some coconut milk. This is Layla like coconut milk. My mum always uses it, but as I got older, I started to adopt a lot of the stuff that she uses in the kitchen. And for me, I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna cop it when I saw it. And then simply like Italian Sainsbury's Italian chopped tomatoes, which is smooth. It's light to go with. But yeah, we'll chop it up. Once we get that done, then we'll be ready to go really and start frying up some of them things though. What do you think? What type of flavors, chat, should I be kind of working towards? Like, what type of flavors should I be using? Like, I'm trying to do. High key. See these onions, these peppers. It's important that you don't cut your hand. Like, you gotta be smooth with the cutting and all. Right now, it's just about getting it right, smooth and calm. Man like Mimi, choose. Mimi 558 just followed. Big up Mimi. The thing what I don't get is that I've actually got overlays that I've set up on the stream and they're not pulling through. It's weird to me. Or maybe it's because I'm sending the stream to another platform. Yeah, but that don't make sense because my logo is on top. My logo is there, which means that it is being pulled through. It's just not being shown. Chat, can you see the chat on the screen? Or maybe it's just that not enough people are chatting. Chat, drop a couple messages and let me know if you see it on the screen. Let me see. And let me know if you see it on the screen. Or let just pray personally. Hold on. Eat a day, then pray. What are you making? Lent or Ramadan? To be honest, it's for everyone's saying, what am I cooking? So, Iman, what I'm cooking is I'm making pasta today. Just a quick pasta. As you'll be able to see, like, where man's making the pasta. This is mainly for garnishing. So these tomatoes are more for garnishing than anything, Imani. And obviously breakfast with water and date. Go pray, then eat the main meal. Okay. So, yeah, so you lot are giving me the full advice. Yeah, because I wasn't sure with Ramadan in terms of like whether it's just about prayer or is Ramadan just about like the food, you know? Because obviously not eating, like, and do you end up losing a lot of weight? There's so many questions that I have about Ramadan, which I kind of find mad. Someone said, how old am I? How old do you think I am? Out of curiosity. I always get asked this question, how old are you? How old are you? How old do I look? Let's have a look. Cool. So we've finished cutting. This is more for garnishing, so I'm gonna mix it with the spring peppers. 30. Pi said I'm 30. This looks smooth. Yeah. These are the onions, as you can see with these onions. And then I got other onions in here and the peppers, so it's smooth, He said, I'm 30. Yes, brother, I'm 31. Getting old. People are getting closer to my age, which is good. But then, doesn't bother me whether. So, I'm gonna start now. Do a little reset. Oh wow. Yeah, so I'm warming this up. So in terms of praying, wanna chat saying that I have to go and pray, and then I start the main meal. Oh man, that. So do I pray before I have like a snack, or do I just go pray? And how long do I pray for? That's the yeah. So how long do I actually pray for? And do I need to like have a snack and then pray, or I just pray? You know, I'm doing Ramadan as a Christian, so I'm trying to figure out what is the best or what you have to do. You get what I mean? So the peppers are sliced a bit too thick. I can't lie. It might. Nah, they're calm. It's for garnishing, isn't it? So I'm not trying to get them too fine. So getting them fine like that don't bother me as much. I think I'm gonna use this small one. So these are like my favorite woks as usual. I love these. They're like iron kind of stove pots. So they're alright. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Doing Ramadan as a Christian. To be honest, hello?
Hi, darling, you rang.
Oh, I said I sent the thing.
Yeah, I've got it. Thank you so much.
Alright, I'm just cooking now.
The only thing that I'm trying to figure out is, are you with Momo?
No.
Why?
Why am I not with her today?
Yeah.
Long story. But yeah.
What's the story?
I can't speak right now.
Okay.
Yeah. But alright, I'll call you in a bit.
Okay, I just wanted to check. But I'll probably have to wait to speak to you because I wanted to ask about what you sent.
Okay, okay.
Are you able to respond to that
Yeah, I will.
now or later?
Later. I'm busy. I'm busy.
All right, bye.
Bye. I think it's back on. Hello. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh, you lot heard my convo? Crazy. Haha. I didn't even clock that I was actually on live, to be fair. So anyway, I'm using the oranges. I'm putting some oil in now. As you can see. To be fair, I'm gonna put the oil in here. On this side. And for this, I don't actually need oil for that side. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. So man's sliding in the onions. And we get the onions ready. Why are you breaking it late? Mimi, I'm breaking it late because I didn't prepare the food. So what I'm doing is I'm preparing the food, and then once that's ready, then it's calm for me to break it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I needed to break it. I should have broken it earlier, but I was just busy doing work. So now we're good. But yeah. Nepo babies, crazy. So yeah, I was with Hassan yesterday. Idris Alba's daughter. She's very blessed, very blessed, very blessed. We went to do like the axe throwing in London, which is pretty cool. And it's mad just knowing, like, growing up with someone, because I asked her who her idol was, and she was like, "What do you mean, who's my idol?" And when I'm saying an idol, it's not as though it's like somebody that you idolize. It's more like somebody that you kind of just look up to. But I guess when you're around people and it's like they're your friends and all their parents are world famous, sometimes you probably are just so used to being around those people that you don't idolize them or see them as anything different, which I found so, like, interesting. But it's like, imagine the life of being a Nepo baby. You get what I mean? It's a different lifestyle still. Very different. The pros, that you got access to a lot. The cons, you probably will never get recognized for your hard work. I don't know, what do you think? Would you want to be a Nepo baby? Would you want to be a Nepo baby? Would you just want to work hard for everything that you do? I know, man. If my parents were famous, I'd leverage that shit so much. I wouldn't want it. It's not even like I would even like aspire for it as well. But high key, I'd leverage that, like, because you got connects everywhere. You know what I mean? No, it's 2 out of touch. Mimi said it's 2 out of touch. But the thing is, their reality and our reality is different. Do you get what I mean? Like, you can be a Nepo baby and still work hard. Imani, is that what you're saying? Because you're a Nepo baby? I don't get why my overlays aren't pulling through. Like, you lot should be able to see the chat on live. Maybe I made it invisible. I need to try to fix that in the next stream. But bit by bit, chat, we're going on a European tour next week. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Nepo Baby vibes on a European tour. Driving across multiple nations. Nepo Baby in spirit. But isn't Soft Life just being a Nepo Baby? You know what I mean? Like, surely Soft Life is the adult version of being a Nepo Baby. I don't know, man. All I'm saying is that I'm happy for my kids to be Nepo babies. Oh, snap. That's coming off. So, what happens with my my stove is that when I leave something off it, like a pan off it for too long, it then automatically turns off. So it was automatically turning off when it shouldn't have been. But I think it's because I got stuck. Where in Europe am I going? Chat, where should I be going in Europe? That's the thing. Because I have my route 80-90% planned. But it's more about where should I be going more than where I'm going. I'll tell you the idea first, and then you lot tell me where you think I should go. And then I'll give you a rough answer. The idea is, I'm traveling to every single country that's qualified for the World Cup, starting in Europe. I'm going to break up the tour. So the first part is going to be the European tour. The second part is going to be Africa, then South America, then Asia. So we're going to be global. But with me driving to Europe, where specifically in Europe do you reckon that I should go? Calm, back online. Cooking with Jids, JJ. Cooking with Jids. Yeah, bro. So we're making a little pasta today to break the fast. My first day of fasting. But I'm excited for it. I'm really trying to figure out, like, what is gonna be the outcome? Like, what bets can I make on myself between this period of fasting and, like, how's my body gonna change? How's my mind gonna change? I think the mind side of things is what I'm so excited for. Like, how anyone that's fasted, like, how has it kind of changed, chat? You know, how do you feel, like, before and middle and after? I heard at the beginning is the easiest, and then it gets tougher. So, oh, you're not answering, so are you two dating? No. That's my homegirl. That's the first time I met her. So, like, nah, not at all. Someone said you're not answering. Where did that? Are you two dating? That's a bit out of touch. They had great chemistry. Did you watch the stream? Did you actually watch the stream? Because if you watch it, you'll see she's my homegirl. That's what I think, that a lot more guys should be able to be friends with girls. Like, I can easily just have a girl as a homie, you know, as a friend. Did you revert to Islam or are you born Muslim? Oh, they're saying, Gregorio is saying I should go Italy. Saying I should go to Italy. I just came back from Italy though. I just came back. Where else do you lot think? Where else? Who are you talking to? I'm live on multiple platforms. So, for those that are asking, I'm live on Twitch, I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on TikTok. So different chats, I'll see different, you lot will see different things. The other way around actually. It's hard at first, then it's so easy. Oh, crazy. Chat, let me pick a topic. So what do you want to know about it? The fast? What do you want to know about the Nepo baby sitch? What do you want to know? I am currently dedicating Lent to consistency and reading. What should we talk about, chat? Let's pick a topic and we'll stick with the topic for a bit. What do you want to know about the European tour? Because high key, I've covered quite a few. How can someone be your homegirl if you've never met her before? I don't agree, bro. Because if you meet them, now she's my homegirl. If I was to refer to her, I'd be like, yo, you're my homegirl. You know what I mean? It's pretty simple. Homegirl is like a way to say like, you respectfully can hang out with a girl. That's what I'd say. Which a lot of man them can't do. So, stew's getting boiled. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna then slide the pasta in. So I've already got the onions, the tomatoes in. It's jarring me. Jarring. The camera keeps on overheating, so that's why it keeps on coming on and off. What I do need to do is get a fan for the camera. Whole stream is set up. Long. Yeah, so where was I? What topic do you wanna chat about, chat? Yeah, cool, I get what you're saying, but it only works if you're not seeing anyone. What does that mean? If you're not seeing anyone? I don't know. I guess you can't win. Let's see. I want to hear about the fasting, the European countries. Why are you scooping the pasta like that with your hand? Why are you on my live? Alright, so I want to hear about the European countries cooking with Jids. Come on, G. I'm dedicating Lent to consistency and reading the Bible. Yeah, this is what I like to hear. I respect it. The Bible's a daily thing. I've been trying to read the Bible every day this year. Since I started getting back into the swing of things. I've been trying to read the Bible every day. But yeah, I think with Lent, if I was to give something up for Lent, I remember a couple years ago I gave up Nutella when I was a kid. That I was so addicted to Nutella. Like, you see this? Oh my God, this is the best thing. This Nutella, it's unbelievable. Like, so what I tried to do is I tried to stay off it, but now I'm older, it's like you just have it within reason, you know? You don't go too crazy with it just because of the calories, etc. But if you don't see, let me try to get this over so that you lot can see what man's working with. Hold on. I'm gonna bring you lot over. So what you can see is obviously the pasta's boiling. As the pasta's boiling, it's allowing me, you see? So the pasta's boiling now. With that in action, let me see the injuries. Oh, this is boiling. Edit stream info. Nutella is mixed with Bueno. It's the best. Facts. Nutella, hands down, Nutella is the best thing ever. I'm high-key just looking forward to having it after. I don't want to spoil my appetite. But then, obviously, with these sweet potatoes here, I cut them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the oven. And they're just going to be more for... I'm going to bake them, actually. So what I learned is that I'm going to wrap them round. As you can see. So I get this. I'm going to wrap it around. The next thing is the kitchen towel. Another sweet potato. Wash. Gonna wrap that around. Then I'm gonna slide it in the oven. If anyone actually, as well, if anyone fasted, what meal did you fast to or with? Like, what did everyone actually have as the meal that they broke bread with? Nutella mixed with Bueno. It's too peng. Like, should I just have some now? High key, how did my fast go? The fast went smooth, can't lie. It was actually a smooth day. I didn't really feel like I fasted or anything. So, high key, what I'm gonna do is if I do this, put this here. Have this like sit here. Is this too far away? Chat. Like, is this too far? We'll just air it out. Obviously, I need to tidy up their stuff. Yeah, this could be calm. What do you think, chat? How's the setup now? See some of the stuff chilled. Ugh. This can go here. What's the setup saying now? Is it calm? With that, it shouldn't cut off again. Because basically, you can fully see it's cooling down everything. Chat, how's this set up? Rate it from 1 to 10. Nutella mixed with bueno is the best. Facts. Hey, Alex. Well gone, Alex. So right now, the pasta's still doing its thing. The pasta is pasturing. I'm just kind of letting it boil through. Then on this side, I'm about to turn on the start frying the shrimp and frying the I think these prawns. So these prawns over here, as you can see, I'm about to fry them. King Prawn Tesco's quick thing. This crib looks insane. Oh, you like the crib? Appreciate you, G. Calm vibe. Just cooking, nice little dinner. Breaking me fast. Da-na-na-na-na. How's the lighting as well? Make sure you're following me on Twitch. We're doing a European tour from next week. Gonna be going to every single country that's qualified for the World Cup. And while doing so, we're gonna be exploring the culture, exploring the vibes. In every single country, we're gonna be doing a touch test. So we're gonna find out which country has the best touch in the world. We're also gonna be doing shirt swaps, so we're gonna be swapping shirts in every country. And then that collection, we'll auction it off at the end of the tournament. Or at the end of the tournament. It's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be streamed live on Twitch. You get updates on short form, but you know, the main thing is the Twitch. Let me even give you guys, I'll set this side on as well. Or maybe this chandelier. Chandelier is a bit better for the lighting, right? Jeez. Dun, dun, dun. Are you going to the World Cup this summer? Yeah, I am. So I'm actually going to be at the World Cup as well, which is going to be lit. It's going to be live. We're going to be very active over there, very active. It's crazy though. Like, it's a blessing to be able to do that stuff. I'll be so real. Because football should be for the people. So the whole point of the tour is by highlighting the stories and the people across the football world, you know? Because what I see is that a lot of football is now just focused about the money, the corporations, which is cool because it has to be a business, it has to be sustainable. But the fact that people can't afford to go to the World Cup, for me, it's crazy. The fact that locals can't afford to go to the World Cup is crazy. Is anyone in chat? Chat, are you not going to be watching the World Cup? Who do you want to win? Who do you want to win the World Cup? Do you think it's coming home? I high-key think that we have a chance this year. High-key, I think that England, we got a good chance of winning the World Cup. For sure. How you feeling about the... I have a feeling this World Cup's going to be generational. Generational, yeah? Why do you think that? I'm seeing Germany. Nah, Germany ain't got this. France's squad is insane. Has anyone seen France's squad for the World Cup? Oh my God. They can field like 5 teams. Literally. Germany should win. I highly disagree. Highly disagree. I'm not a massive fan of German football in general. I'm not a massive fan whatsoever of German football. I feel as though like it's one of those places that, yeah, it's a highly not a fan of German football. Bro, Arsenal. Oh my days. Arsenal. Oh my days. Yesterday. Bro, we can't bottle the league. We can't we can't bottle the league. Do you guys think that Arsenal's gonna win the league? I'm still optimistic because when I think about the stats, I think about the numbers, I'm like, yeah, we should be able to win the league, but we can't bottle the league. We can't. I'm just like, I'm still optimistic, but it's not looking good. You know what I mean? It's not looking good for us at all. It's not looking good for us at all. Portugal, man, am I saying Portugal are gonna win? To be fair, I'd be happy for Ronaldo if he won. I'd be very happy for Ronaldo because that guy, he would have completed life, let alone football, if he wins the World Cup. Like Ronaldo, like he's the GOAT. Facts, he's the GOAT. But I always say that Ronaldo, he's the best man to play football. Because Messi's not human. Catch my drift. Messi's not human. I don't know if you guys were old enough to see Prime Messi. Prime Messi, oh my! But even Prime Ronaldo was insane. Like, man, I'm truly blessed to have been able to grow up to see both Ronaldo and Messi in their prime at the same time. It's like something that you even forget. Like, it's like, yeah, Messi and Ronaldo in their prime, unmatched. Unmatched. So, chat, so what countries, obviously, in terms of the route, I'll tell you the route that we have so far. So far for the route, chat, we're going to be starting in France, starting in England, heading up to France, going up to Belgium, going up to the Netherlands, across over to Germany, and then we have the option of going to Austria as well. Maybe we'll do it in this leg, maybe not. I'm in two minds. What do you think of the route? What do you think of the route? Like, what do you think of that route for our European tour? Because for me, I wanted to try and break it up. So we start in this country, obviously, in London, but by breaking up the tour, we can then extend it all the way through. So the first leg is Europe. The second leg, I'm then going to Switzerland, Spain, and then Portugal. And then what we're gonna do is we'll head to Africa. Africa is gonna be crazy. We need to hit, obviously, Cape Verde. You not seen Cape Verde. What do you think of the route so far? Come on, Germany. Where are you visiting in the Netherlands? The Netherlands, we're going to be hitting up Amsterdam. Amsterdam is probably the main bit, because Ajax, Amsterdam, Arena, with each country you plan on visiting, is there a specific goal that you're trying to see? The main goal in each country that we're trying to hit, the main goal is that we're trying to give football back to the people. Because this World Cup's not for the people. But how we're going to do that is we're going to be doing a touch test. So we're getting people involved, local people involved in a global touch test. Who's got the best touch? Which country do you not think has the best touch? I personally think it'll be the UK. Nah, it'll be Brazil. It'll be Brazil. Because we're hitting up Brazil as well. So I think in Brazil we'll see the best touch on average or per capita. And then we're also going to be doing a shirt swap. So across the tournament and across the tour, we're going to be raising money for charity. And we're going to obviously be bringing the football community together across the world, Bringing all these people together. I'm just confused, man. How are the layovers? What does a touch test mean? Chat, what's a touch test? Chat, do you know what a touch test is? Let's see how many people know about ball in the chat. Chat, let money know what a touch test is. Belgium is the underdog and Germany is the classic. I don't know about Germany, To be honest, it actually comes down to which team. I think that the underdog is going to come from outside of Europe for the World Cup, personally. Really nice of you for all the charity part. If you need help while being around, you're here. You're in Amsterdam. I think we got things sorted. I think we got things sorted with the team. What do you suggest there to do in Amsterdam anyway? What do you suggest? We're gonna do a touch test in Amsterdam Square. Let me get rid of some of the water. So, as you can see with the shrimp and vegetables, there's so much water. It's kind of like built up. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I agree, the peppers are a bit big. The pasta, by the way, is insane. I'll show you after. But woo! This pasta, for me, oh, they're hot. High key, it could be one of the best pastas. I'm from Rotterdam. I heard Rotterdam's better than Amsterdam. For real. Twitch, make sure you're following. Make sure you're following on Twitch. D. Lauren, yeah? Testing how well someone can bring the ball down in their feet. Yeah, D. Lauren's correct. D. Lauren knows. D. Lauren knows. So yeah, we got the touch test. So that's the first leg. Then the next legs of the tour, we're gonna go to Spain, Portugal. I reckon the touch test there will be high as well. Can't lie. I've got high expectations there. Then Switzerland as well. Africa. We're doing mainly West, Central and South Africa. And the one I'm looking forward to, I can't lie, the place that man's looking forward to, South America, bro. I'm not sure too much about Argentina, because I heard Argentina's a bit mad for brothers. Heard for black people, Argentina, it's a bit peak. I'm not gonna front. I heard it's a bit mad for black people in Argentina. But if we're going on a football world tour, we have to go there. It'll be a shame not to. So we'll see. We'll see in Argentina. Then we're gonna go to all of the small islands as well during the World Cup. Curacao. We're gonna hit up Haiti. Haiti's in the World Cup for, I think, the first time or something like that. It's wild. But chat, where do you think that we're missing out? Where are we missing out? I have a hiking initiative. Jiz the Goat. Slim GP, my G. Are you going to Brazil too? Yeah, we'll be there. You got a hiking initiative in Amsterdam. It depends on the day. It depends on the day. Because we actually have a very, very tight schedule across Europe. Very tight schedule. Oh, man. I forgot to put the fork in. So these are the sweet potatoes, but I forgot. To put a fork in them. Ah! Yeah, it's bare hot. Bare hot. What do you not think the food looks like? Make sure you're following on Twitch as well. Yeah. This is coming along nicely. Can't lie, this is coming along sweet. So I'm gonna put this in with the pasta. Again, I said it was for garnishing more than anything. We're basically done. We're basically done making the meal. Then we're gonna sit down and properly chat about this tour. And we're gonna explore. We're gonna go to real detail with the different types of countries and the stuff that we're gonna be doing in them. Because I really want to get recommendations from you lot. And we're about to hit 50 on Twitch. So make sure you're following on Twitch. I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to the IRL stuff. I'm gonna start clipping up these streams as well. Got a bit of work. Man, we got some work to do still. Just generally, to build a community, to keep on building the community. But we're setting off on Wednesday. Wednesday, I even need to book my ticket at Calais. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild experience. What's everyone having for dinner tonight? What's everyone having for dinner? D. Lauren. Yeah, this is looking too buff. I can't wait to show you guys. Too buff. Oh my days. This is a great meal to break my fast with. Great meal. So first day of Ramadan. I think we'll chat about that. We'll chat about the first day of Ramadan and the issues that I face. Yeah, we'll chat about that. We have your parcel. Oh, mad. Yeah, the setups. I had oats, I'll be real. We go again for cooking dinner tomorrow. I'm dead. Man had breakfast for dinner. I am dead. Oats for dinner. Crazy. Crazy. What did you season them with? Oats on them ones. I guess that's healthy. Oats on your... So wait, you just had the oats by itself, or did you have like oats with something? You know what I mean? Because if it's just the oats by itself, that's kind of wild. Oats for dinner. It's a new one. Yeah, nearly done. I'm gonna show you lot the end product. You're cooking. You're just chatting. Every time I look at my streams, I'll be looking at it like, how do I get these streams better? D-Lauren, what do you think? What type of feedback are you gonna give me? 'Cause I know it's about entertainment, but the same way it's like, what do you guys want to see? Like, what are we trying to? Like, I'm looking forward to the European tour. I think that should be entertaining. But even with the IRL stuff, it's a completely different beast. Kept it simple: vanilla extract, cinnamon, the usual, bananas. Yeah, that's clean. That's a clean meal. I can't even fault that. Respectfully. Shout out D-Lauren, for real. Shout out D-Lauren. Kept it simple. Yeah, I'm just wiping. I can't wait to rig up all the cameras in this flat. So I want to have a camera up there, a camera up there. You could vlog your trips. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, that's a good shout, Iman. But what exactly do you want to see when I vlog my trip? Like, is it that you want to see me on the journey driving there? Is it that you want to see me on the journey doing stuff? Like, what exactly is it that you want to get out of the vlog? I think that's important. Because the vlog is always going to be there, but then at the same time, you know, or is it the people that we meet? Oh snap, some naan bread. March the 3rd. I think I might have to slap the naan bread in still. I'm gonna have to slap some naan bread in the oven. You get me? Some of the naan bread. I'm gonna get that in the oven. And nah, man, yesterday I was absolutely cooked. I was rushing out of the house. Rushing out of my flat, trying to get to Axford. Left my keys inside the flat. I literally left my keys inside the flat. So I've got back at like midnight, and the flipping had to call a locksmith to open the door. Locksmith's come, open the door, but he's banging on it. Woken up all of my neighbors in the house, in the building, and it's just like so unnecessary. Could you also share tips with your followers? Lots of people want to travel, but they don't know how to. Oh, the stories of the people, basically. The history. You want to know the history, yeah? I love history. Love history. What's Twitch saying? Twitch. Dun. Breaking fast. Got a few people on the Twitch. D-Lauren. A mix of on your way to the destination, some of the people that you meet, so it feels personal. You plan to put some of it on YouTube. Yeah, I'm planning to put some of that on YouTube still. We're gonna have quite a bit on YouTube. Quite a bit. I'm gonna do some more detailed videos on YouTube as well. We'll be streaming on Twitch. We're getting content at every single level right now. The inside doing this like, oh, this naan bread. I might have to bring you guys over in a sec still. Oh my God. Yeah, this is looking too patterned. Too patterned. Let me see. Okay, cool. So that needs more time. The bread is ready. Chat, we're ready to dish. Chat, we're ready to dish the food. Chat, we're ready to dish the food. Oh my God. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is... I'm gonna do the big plate. The big plate. We're ready to dish the food. Oh, this is... It's so yummy. Oh my days. First meal of the day. Mashallah, brother. Mashallah, geezer. I don't want to eat too big. But big enough. Oh my days. Calm, we're about to dish, chat, get ready. I need you to rate it out of 10. I think, just looking at it from here, it's a high 7. Oh man, this is done. Needs to go in the bin. Then I'm gonna get the naan bread. Oh my days. Oh my. You see that? Chat. I'm telling you, presentation's everything. The presentation alone should slap up the rating out of 10. Chat, are you ready to see? Make sure you're following. Make sure you're following so you can comment. Make sure you're following. Okay, and then what drink should I get? What drink should I get with it? I have the option of orange juice. I also have the option of water. What do you think? And then for dessert, 100% I'm going for the Nutella, I think. Or for dessert, I could just not have a dessert. What do most people do on Ramadan? I don't know. Let me get one glass. I'm gonna bring out. Chat, can you see it? You can't see it yet, can you? Can you see the food? Can you see? This work of art. My friends eat everything after break. Say no more, Mimi. So I should just eat everything. How old are you? 7 out of 10. I swear, people be asking me how old am I? Consistently in the live. All right, chat. Are you ready? Yeah. Calm. Man, them don't know about this. Well, you know about this. Let me get the camera. Had to make sure it was cooling down for you. You taking the piss. Chat. Let me get this thing set up properly. You see that? Hold on. I'm just setting it up. You ready, chat? Cool. Actually, let me sort that and bring that down. So then, Yeah, that's good balance. All right, chat. Chat to me, yeah? Out of 10, bro said he's seeing 6 out of 10. No way. Chat, out of 10, what are you rating that? The prawns, the full whack, everything, pattern. Is that a W meal? Say, hey, what's happening? Who said, hey, what's happening? Surely. You have to put some respect on my name after that. You have to. 6.5. You're bantering. What would have got it higher? No. What would have got it higher? Because you're saying 6.5, but what could I have done to improve? Because that don't make, I don't agree with that. What could I have done to improve? 6.5 is a disrespect, bruv. 6.5 is a voyage. What could I have done to make it better? Because from what I see, it's pretty patterned. What could have been better then? Tell me. Give me feedback. Man, man like Alex. Appreciate you. Let's see what Twitch is saying. But they still lose weight. They lose weight, yeah? That's crazy. So here what? We can properly chat now. We can properly chat. Because it says you're eating meals. Are you gonna eat that with Nutella just like that? Nah. This is for after. You see this? Or should I eat it with Nutella? The naan bread and Nutella. Do you reckon naan bread and Nutella goes? Could. Alright, cool. Obviously you gotta pray. Bless us, O Lord, and these our gifts which are about to receive for thy bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. With pastor. Who said with pastor? Yeah, why not? Nutella and pasta. Look. Nah, I'm just trolling. That's for after. That even put me off eating. Like immediately, no. Should I pray for your stomach after this meal? Yeah, money, it's calm, don't worry. Oh, first meal of the day. That tastes so good. So hear me out, chat. For this whole Ramadan that I'm doing, what am I meant to expect to see from myself? Like, what's the main goal of it? Just for people in general? I know what my goals are, but like, what should most people be? I need like your advice for that. Number we be Karen. Mamba VP. Honestly, the best way to do it is with community. For real. But when you say community, what do you mean? Like you do it by yourself, or like you all pray together, you all eat together? Like, this is my first ever breaking fast, so should I, to be fair, we're doing it together. I'm breaking fast with you lot for the first time. So I guess we are doing it with community. Oh man, I appreciate you guys. for sticking with me as we break my first fast during Ramadan. That's it. I'm not even Muslim, but I break it with my friends. Yeah, I'm not even Muslim either. So I guess you know, doing Ramadan as someone who's non-Muslim, I think it's actually the biggest sign of respect. You know what I mean? It's my way of saying that we're all brothers in arms, you know what I mean? It's my way of like paying homage by having Ramadan and going through that experience and process and understanding what it feels like to like be with somebody and walk the path that they walk. Because like my best friend's Muslim. My best friend, he's Muslim. Whenever we go to airports, he gets stopped, I don't get stopped. It's not even that he has a beard, nothing. It's literally because of his name. And to see that, and he's such a peaceful guy. He's one of these people who you'll roll with him and you'll be like, I need to do better with myself. Like, you know, those type of people, having those type of people around you are the best thing. Because by having those type of people, it inspires you to go and do better. But this food's pain. Oh my God. How are you guys rating it only 4 out of 10? Chat's rating it 6 out of 10. This is the 8 out of 10 mil. I respectfully. The presentation alone. It's unreal. Can't be just playing with my name. Yeah, so it's just one of those things where I think for Ramadan, what I'm trying to give up is like very personal. You know, something that I'm trying to make sure that I'm a lot more disciplined with myself in many ways, because I feel as though with life you end up losing a lot of discipline, especially when you got the opportunities that I sometimes run into, that you end up taking them for granted. Because I know that there's a lot of people that would love to travel, be around the world, be around interesting and cool different people. But it's rare, you know, it's a rare situation to be in, so it's important to appreciate that. So that's why I try to stay humble. Well, we try to stay humble. That's why you should try to stay humble, at least. You know what I mean? I love Ramadan. What made you want to join Ramadan this year? Guys, that was my first drink of the day. That orange juice never tasted so sweet. Oh my days. Oh my days. So am I meant to get up at night and eat as well, or not? Everyone's asking, What made me want to do Ramadan? I think because a lot of the influential people in my life that I've met that have the best relationship with God, their faith is Islam. I will never convert to Islam. You'll never see me convert to Islam. I always respect the faith though. So the idea was that I would basically get up and do Ramadan and kind of walk their shoes so that I can get closer to my God. So it's like taking inspiration from them. So that's the main reason why. Especially as a Christian. Okay. So I got to get up before the sun rises. So I really have to be watching the clock, if I'm right. I really need to be watching the clock. What time is sunrise tomorrow morning in the UK? What time do you think, chat? What time is it? To be fair, my watch says. This is why I love this watch. I need to sync it. But as you can see here, it's meant to have like sunrise and sunset. I don't know if that even focused in on the camera. Who influenced me to try this year? Yeah, my boy Musti, my good friend. He was the one who was like, no, not even just Musti. Sammy as well. Sammy, Musti. Like, a couple people. Like, different people. But it's a few people who just got a real close relationship with God. Yeah, they were like, they also like, you might as well match it this year because it's not even, like, the daylight is not even that bad. So, I think we got enough hours of daylight. And I intermittent fast anyway. So where I intermittent fast a lot, it's pretty easy. To be able to, like, focus on Ramadan, you know what I mean? What have the challenges been for you guys? That, like, what would you guys think? Like, I want to know, like, what day is it gonna feel like the toughest? You know what I mean? Like, what day specifically? Am I in focus, by the way? What intermittent fasting do you do? I mainly do the intermittent fasting from by the way, this orange juice tastes so fucking good. Not having anything to drink all day and then this is the first thing that you drink. It's crazy. Intermittent fast from midday to 8 p.m. So it's not even that long. Like 8 hours. But it's a good 8 hours because The whole idea is that you don't eat too late, because if you eat too late, then it's inefficient for your body. And then in the morning, if you train in the morning, then you burn your fat stores. But this is £2. So that type of intermittent fasting alone will cut a lot of weight. Will cut a lot of weight. For those that are trying to do that. Diet itself is super important. That diet. If you could take your diet seriously, it will save you even having to train at times. So midday to 8 p.m. Because again, if you fast from midday and train in the morning, you burn your fat storage. If you don't eat after 8 p.m., then at night it's efficient. So your body's, again, because you burn calories in your sleep, it's burning the excess calories that you have instead of burning the food. They family respect. I did the same for your friends. D. Lauren, I'm Christian too, but finding other Christians who fast and are fully on God took a while. Now I rate that still. To be honest, I'm actually someone who it's only more recently that I've been back in touch with my faith. Even though I grew up a Catholic, it's only more recently that I started reading the Bible, that I started to actually understand where the Lord was sitting in my life. I feel like now's a good time to talk about it. Because for years, I always believed that there was a God, but I never actually invested in my relationship with Him. So it's only now that I've got to an age where I'm very focused on building that relationship spiritually. You know, how do I invest in my soul? What made me take a way back? What made me kind of start heading back towards God and building that relationship was just a lot of serendipity. There was a lot of things that kept on happening in my life that I felt like were angels speaking and signs of God presence. And when I say angels speaking, I don't necessarily mean someone's flying in like a dove from heaven. I mean that the little angels that take form in people. You might be in a lift, someone gives you a compliment with no intent behind it. That's an angel trying to communicate with you or tell you a message. And like there's serendipity as well with like, I was in the Philippines. And like this is a story that I kind of don't like to talk about as much because I'm still processing how it felt, but because it was so important in terms of my relationship with God and me coming back to God, it made me be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna discuss it. But I do these things at Stranger Adventures, so I get a stranger to take me on an adventure. Then I went and I ended up having dinner with this family in the Philippines. They're like a village that the kids and stuff, they didn't even speak English or anything. So then the kids were saying, thank you say thank you to Father. Say thank you to Father. And I was like, who, the dad? Then he's like, no, he's a priest. I was like, what? Then there was this Filipino priest that came around the corner, and he was like, he gave me a rosary. Like, he gave me this rosary that I'm still wearing now. I got that in the Philippines. And he was like, oh yeah, you're Catholic? And I was like, yeah, I'm Catholic. And like when I was growing up, I was like an altar boy as well. So I used to help out in the church and stuff. So as he gave me the rosary, I was like, raw, like, I'm never gonna turn down a rosary. So then I was on this island called Siargao, which is in the Philippines. Beautiful island. There's so much to do. There's so many different coasts. There's thousands, like tens of thousands of coconut trees. And on this island, I swear to you, I swear, I saw this priest 3 times within 24 hours in different parts of the island. So I saw him that afternoon for lunch, where I was eating with the family and the people and the congregation there. Then I saw him again at dinner. We went to this like random restaurant. Like, imagine there's a whole strip, there's a whole bunch of places on the island. We went to the same restaurant that night separately with separate people. I was with the people I was with, he was with his congregation. And then I was on an excursion the next day, which is like a boat. Bearing in mind, like, you could take these excursions and do these activities any time of day. We went at the same time. I saw him the next morning on a boat going the opposite way, you know. And when you think about the serendipity of that, especially that this is the same person that gave me a rosary, this is the same person that I ended up speaking to, and like, I remember going away from that day and I was feeling mad emotional, you know, because like in terms of emotional, like I felt I was tearing up a bit. I was thinking a lot about like how I am, like growing up as a father, as a son, as a somebody who like has so much going on in my life, and like I was just thinking about what type of impact, what type of example do I want to be for like the people in my life, you know, what example do I want to be for my daughter, what example do I want to be for my nephews, for all the people that are in my life, you know. So it's something that I was like, yeah, like this is super important to me. So then I started, and then over the next few months I could go into so many stories just about like how many serendipitous things were happening and how many kind of experiences that I was kind of getting and going into, and it's a mad experience, you know. You know, so my Bible sits on my table every day. Every time I go away, I make sure I got my Bible. I try to read Psalms. I try to read different books. I try and read so many different things. So what happened in your life that happened all of a sudden, you know, that's mad. When I looked in my Bible, my self-denial, discipline, and patience level went up majorly. Yeah, that's a mad experience. It makes you view life very, very differently. Now, for real. I respect. I appreciate you still. Oh, you have a daughter. Do I take her on my travels? To be honest, as she gets older, I'm gonna take her on more serious stuff. But for now, I only take her on like smaller trips. Main reason being is because the whole idea is that I want her to kind of have the experience that I have in my life. You know, I want her to have a better experience and do the things that I'm doing now. I want her to be able to do the things from younger, from like when she's younger. So it's important. It's mad important. So many things that have happened over the past few months. Why do you think that this all started? Do you know what? What I realized something that I think has stood out to me over the past few months. And by the way, chat, make sure you're following as well. Make sure you're following the Twitch. There'll be a lot there. Like, obviously, I got a lot of lore, a lot of stories that I don't end up speaking about because I think I'm still getting used to being myself on a live camera. Yeah, you can do it temporarily when you're making like a short video, but for the longer videos, they're actually just getting comfortable with being Jids and being me. It's something that I'm still doing, so that I can tell the stories and share with you. Share with you like my experiences. Why then and not before? What happened? I think that there's just been a lot of self-reflection just in general. Like when you have these religious experiences and when you have these experiences, like I was watching Avatar the other day, the new one. Has anyone seen Avatar? I don't know, you tell me if you've seen it. The movie's insane. The movie's insane. Like, I'll watch that. I'll continue. I'll never stop watching that. Like, if someone suggests it, if the mood's right, I'm 100% saying yes. But when I'm watching Avatar, and then I watched Interstellar recently as well, I'm looking at some of the scenes in these movies, and these are supposedly alien worlds. You know, these are supposedly worlds that aren't, it's like, where do you get the visual inspiration for that? Where I'm watching these movies, I then realize, I'm like, oh shit, this is what it looks like in the Philippines when you're going in El Nido on the islands. This is what it looks like in Interstellar when you're on a foreign planet but you're in the middle of a glacier in Iceland. And I'm like, obviously, man, we never built this stuff, but the same inspiration for these places, I've been there. I've seen it with my own two eyes. I know that they're real. So, for me, I'm like, how can there not be a God? You know, why am I continuously getting blessed with these opportunities to experience the world? Like, so like part of me making these, actually starting to go live now instead of just the short form stuff is because I want to really share that experience in real time with you guys, because some of the experiences that I get exposure to and access to, it's like, I can't imagine how it's going to inspire certain people or younger people like myself, or inspire just more people if you actually see that it's real. Because it's just a snippet, like for real, it's just a snippet that I post. Some of the places, it's almost like you have to rub your eyes crazy. Some of the experiences, some of the types of people and the characters that you meet, just speaking to them on like a short video and chopping it up and stuff like that, it's unfair because they have so much more depth. Like the people that you end up meeting have so much more depth than the short form video allows it to show. That's just about attention. Like, but this, like being live, like following and joining this community, is really about locking in and like really being part of something greater and experiencing something greater, and the lore that obviously we build together. So that, I think, is something that when you read the Bible, it says seek wisdom. When you read the Bible, it talks about humility. It talks about a wise man being a man that understands that there's a God. And when you talk about it like that's why, like, because I see so much, how can there not be a God? How can I not seek him, you know, and build that relationship? Stop throwing your hand around, my guy, and eat the food. Hey. So you see this guy who's always trolling me, Jamie Hutton, yeah? Jamie Hutton, when we were back in school days, this Jamie guy, every time he used to eat pasta, there'll be a ring of bolognese around his mouth. Every time he'll eat pasta, there'll be bolognese in the corner of his mouth. These are the type of guys that I'm dealing with. So, where I know Jamie for so long, and then every time I hear him chatting shit, I always think about the bolognese that used to sit in the corners of his mouth. What a guy. But now I respect it, addicts. Now we got a lot. We got a lot to experience together. Yeah, the Twitch is such a rich perspective. Oh, sorry, I was laughing at what Mimi said. Now I appreciate you still. Yeah, nah, man. There's a lot in life that we gotta be grateful for real. There's a lot. But high key. Listen, if you don't ever gift me anything, yeah, make sure that you give me some orange with bits in it. You see this? I have an actual little test that I run with countries and orange juice. And also, on Twitch, who's going to be my first subscriber? They opened up so I can get subs now. So, if you're on Twitch, just sub. Be my first subscriber. I appreciate that. We're going to do an adventure together, man. We're going on an adventure. Yeah, that's mad. Your story is truly inspirational. Thank you for sharing. Now, I appreciate you for real. I appreciate you just even listening, you know. Because again, it's like, I remember I told the orange juice story, and then, because the orange juice story is little bit more lighthearted. With orange juice, yeah, I always say, the better the lifestyle, the better the orange juice. And what I mean by that is that when you go to countries like Spain, Portugal, yeah, the oranges, if you go to the supermarket and drink orange juice in Spain, God, so fucking tasty. It's the freshest thing ever. They have a machine that squeeze it for you in the shops. So the orange juice in Spain, Portugal, for me, lifestyle there is amazing. But then when you go to, like, no lie, the orange juice in America, but the lifestyle in America in some places is crazy, but that shit's trash. Point being is that you should always judge a country by its orange juice. And that's why orange juice is so important. Or at least by its fruit juice. Superficial stuff in life. I got married last year, and your story resonated so much, bruv. Because your life is so richer than this. Now, I appreciate you, my G. Alex, for real. Do you know what? The truth of the matter is that we all got different blessings, innit? Because some of the blessings that I have are also the curses that maybe for other people, you know? Like, I don't have the blessing of being present sometimes. Like, even though I look back on things reflectively, but in the moments at times, like when you're filming on camera and stuff like that, it's tough to be present at times. Hence why I'm trying to get used to just having someone follow me around and capture me, you know, while we're streaming, which I think that would allow me to be present more than short form content. You're looking through the lens of a phone, but if we're going through an experience together, then at least the person who's filming me will be able to capture myself, and it's almost a cheat code to allow myself to have some more presence. For real. But no, chat. Definitely. The dinner was insane. Coming up to 8:30, still in it. I'm gonna call my mum in it. I don't know who. If you know what on the chat earlier, you heard my mum calling me. She was talking some sensitive information. I didn't even know if we were live or not. So I was just like, yeah. But I was like, yeah, I'll chat to you later. So make sure you're subscribing. I want to get my first sub on Twitch. If you don't give me that, I'll be a proud man still. I'll be a proud man. And if you're on TikTok, make sure you're following me on Twitch. There's a lot more access that you're going to be able to get over there. But definitely love for jumping on today. If you've got anything to ask me in that, drop it in the chat. If you haven't, then